Welcome to Rick Snider's Washington on YouTube, where you get the whole story. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, and hit the thanks button. Don't forget tonight, 8 to 9 Eastern, I'll be on YouTube with my Rick Snider's Washington and talking about Washington Commanders. So come on by, join the fun. All right, in this continuing series I have before free agency starts on March 13th, talk about the tough calls that you got to make on these guys that are unrestricted free agents. Who do you bring back? Who do you let go? All right. This one's especially a tricky one, and I'm talking Jacoby Brissett, backup quarterback. Backup to who? That's a good question. But you don't get to look at the draft and make this decision first. You have to decide this first, which is what do you do with Brissett? You do it with the assumption that you're keeping Howell as the starter, and you want Jacoby to come back for a second year. Last year, $8.5 million as a backup, basically got him a couple, partial games. And he played well in those two partial games that he played near the end of the season. And he would have started at the end of the season, but he got hurt. So Brissett, I think, is a quality backup starter for you. Good guy, mentors young passers. And maybe you want to keep him anyway. Let's say they go with a first-round pick. Let's say they've done their research in the next few weeks, and they said before free agency starts, now we're going to get one of those three quarterbacks to the number 2 pick. So who do you want as your number 2? Well, you want to keep Sam Howell because he's cheap. Unless you trade him, if somebody can come along and give you an offer. But then you'd say, well, Brissett was really good at mentoring Sam Howell last year. Maybe we should keep him back here in this room. Now, this is a totally different coaching staff. So they'll have different opinions on what Brissett can do. But you need a veteran quarterback, especially if you're going to have a first-rounder. And even in Sam's case, he's a third-year guy coming. You need that old vet in the room. Brissett, of course, might have his own ideas and say, I want to go play somewhere. And maybe he gets an offer. But if you can get him for last, $10 million or less, I think you can afford to keep Brissett. I'm Rick Snider. See you Monday, 8 to 9. Thanks for coming.